Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the Hippo Cup 9 group stage. Here we are with our final match of the group stage. It's been a hearty journey, many matches played, many matches commentated for us, Burn, and we are down to the wire. Unfortunately, no massive stakes on this one, but another match for the bragging rights. It's in lounette. This is our all-French team versus Discochudz, the retirement home team, so to speak, for the USA players. Features Wowie, Hagawabla, Water, Will Stetson, even a part of this Discochudz team. So excited to see it be the final match of our tournament. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling excited for this Nya Lunette team. Some familiar faces here that I see, mainly Thunder and Sully. Sully being one of the stream players of all time, and yeah, the retirement home team. I'm very excited to see both of these teams in action. Like you said, unfortunately, it is an exciting match still, but it's mainly for bragging rights. Both of these teams are technically out of the tournament, so it's mainly just for bragging rights and see who gets a point on the board. And we're already picking free mod 4.
Oh my god. This again. This is bringing back terrible PTSD. In my group, this was first picked against my team every match. It's just 50 seconds of aim. Whoever has more mods wins if everyone FCs. Whoever finds the miss explodes. And most of the misses are gonna come down like right around that halfway point, around 170 combo. So you gotta hold on tight as those spacings get increased. Curious to see the roster here for Discochudz on this map, but makes plenty of sense that this is the first pick for lounette given the Nomad 1 ban from Discochudz.
Indeed, yeah, this map is very, very short, around less than 50 seconds long. So it's going to be interesting to see this map in action. We do see already what hopefully is the full squad for Nya Lunette. We have Lonk Noir, we have Sully, Padoro, and Thunder. Side of Discochudz, we have Miles and Water, as well as Chillier pair coming in, who's going to be their fourth. And yeah, we're going to get started in a few moments.
Yeah, this is always fun to see. The old guard of USA 4WC, I believe Miles and Chillier pair were a part of that 2021 roster together, if memory serves, as well as Hagawabla, who is now in the lobby. This is a standout hidden specialist in the USA side. Doesn't play too many tournaments, but has been getting into it at the beginning of this year. So excited to see them become more active in the tournament scene. Very good player in their own right. But lounette, while Discochudz has some old guard tournament experience, these are some new tournament players for the most part. Noir, Thunder, some longer standing members, but Suli generally doesn't play tournaments as well as Potaru, so I'm curious to see how these new players fare. And oh my god, there's a storyboard on this map. Hello. Hello, storyboard.
Oh, hello.
Um, this was accidental, but what a beautiful surprise for a final match. No misses so far. Four-way SS on the side of Discochudz going to be helping them plenty, as they also have mod advantage and AC advantage going into it, but it's a break from Haga Wabla. He's mostly known as a stream player, and that's why, oh, it's all crumbling down. Oh dear.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Miles has exploded somehow. Somebody shot Miles. Oh, tough.
Tough for Miles, unfortunate. But for OAFC, for Nyalonet, that didn't really matter if they all four players did FC. Miles kind of exploded midway through the map, and yeah.
I am I'm so curious to hear the story behind that one. Uh,
Yeah,
but
Miles, we're gonna need some info on that one.
oh,
Oh
it
Lord.
I think that's their pick. I think they just fly. We
Fly.
pick fly. No mod 5. It's fly. Chat, we're flying.
We are flying. Hmm.
Does this mean we get old Willie in the lobby? Will boy,
Ooh,
Mr.
it's this.
Stetson?
Okay, yo, this map is banger. Actually, some very awkward linear patterns as well, but yeah, usually played with this map with DT is very fun. Not sure how it's going to be with no mods or hidden as well, um, but hopefully it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, this becomes a bit of a patience check in this pool. Which is perfect for Discochudz, seeing as they're the retirement home team and they have Wowie on that roster as well. That's just like kind of his thing, is patience maps and 5-star maps that nobody else wants to FC. I don't know if Wowie is here though, given the current roster in. Miles, Water, Chillier Pair, Tights being a part of this roster as well is actually one of the more tenured tournament players. Um, Curious to see who they swap in and out though for this one, as well as all the players in the chat discussing whether or not they want to play it with DT. This one is a very fun DT map, but I feel like uh, not really what Discochudz are picking this map for.
Yeah, indeed. I agree with what they're saying in the chat. This map is very much fun with DT, like I said previously as well. But unfortunately, it's a no mod situation, so they're gonna have to play this as is. Lonk Noir, Sully, Garage Lock, and Thunder on the side of Neon Lunette, Miles, Water, Chili Repair, and Haga Wobbler as well. So mainly the same roster as previous map for Discochudz.
Yeah, same roster. Seems as though Wowie currently offline. Tragic, no Wowie in. Also, double checking. Will Stetson is online, but I think he might be practicing for another tournament at the moment. So, of course, this match for bragging rights not going to matter too much. But reading roster inbound, Miles, Water, Haga Wobbler, and Tights in for Discochudz as we are going to fly.
Higher. All right, yeah, we're going to fly in a few moments, and hopefully the players will be ready by now. Hopefully soon.
Doing a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. Players doing a little bit of trolling. It's okay. It's gonna be Sully and Thunder on the hidden for the side of Nyalanet. Makes sense that Sully is staying on that hidden. Sully is known as a stream player, but also a hidden player. Most of their top plays being with hidden and also being stream maps, but makes sense that he is on the hidden, and Water and Haga Wobbler on that hidden.
Yeah, Haga Wobble I wouldn't really know as a I wouldn't really know as a reading player as well, but very strong on that hidden regardless. Sully is basically just French Haga Wobble if you think about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it is the main anchors for these teams. You're looking at Water, you're looking at Tights, and on the other side you're looking at Garage, Dulak, and Thunder. Both of those players, the Lovier specialists for their respective teams, but Hexagon, unfortunately, to find that first break, traded by Lonk Noir. Just a handful of more chain misses coming out from Tights going to be affecting the score lead, but that 92% from Lonk Noir not doing Nyalonet any favors, but Miles obliging in spades, both no-mod players down. Sully, the next one to fall, and in a shocking chain of events, it's Haga Wobble and Water to hold the only combos. Thunder running a solo ship on Nyalonet as they make it out of that first Ki.
Yeah, Thunder's holding on the SS, Sully unfortunately finding some breaks, as well as Lonk Noir and Garage the Lock. We see Fly being written out by Thunder and Fry. Alright, yeah, but Team Discochudz has an early advantage. We're still a third of the map in, and yeah, Water is still holding on to the full combo on the hidden, as well as Haga Wobbler. but Thunder is still holding on, and Garage the Lock finds a break as well as Soli as we enter this next Ki. Discochudz is holding on pretty strong. Tights finding a break, but it doesn't really matter. You still have two FCs going on your team against one on the side of lounette, which is going to be very unfortunate. They need to pray for a break here from the side of Discochudz, but it's going to be Garage the Lock finding a break, unfortunately, and lounette to follow. A lot of breaks coming in from the side of lounette.
And I mean, regardless of scoreline, it is Discochudz with their point on the board. It is Fly and Water and Hugga Wobbla, both the hidden players for their team, passing it with flying colors as the final FC is down for lounette. It is an all but confirmed outcome as Miles doing a little bit of cursor dance for the lads, but already a 3 million score advantage and growing for their side in what is a confirmed first point for Discochudz.
Very solid performance from them. Water and Hugga Wobbla. Never mind, Hugga Wobbla does find a break on that circle burst thing, whatever you want to call it. Water is still holding on to an FC, however, hopefully they can bring out the FC, at least just for bragging rights. They already confirmed the point on the board, but yeah, FC from Water and a very good showing from Discochudz.
Yeah, phenomenal showing. Water Hugga Wobbla making it work at the tail end, and they get to show a beautiful diagram of is the score v1 scoring situation. Just that 100 combo difference was worth 1.4 million score, so don't want to be missing at the ends of these maps. And BT4 snap pick by lounette going into the double time map. This is going to be the 267 BPM hybrid here. Hugga Wobbla Hinder hopping into the lobby. I'm unsure who the other two players for their teams are going to be though.
Indeed, I'm also very unsure who the other two players are going to be for Discochudz, but apparently lounette is maintaining this core roster of lounette, Soli, Garage the Lock, and Thunder. But yeah, it's going to be Eureka Baby. The TV size also one of the other maps that is below 1 minute in length when you add double time to the map. But we're going to see JQP coming in for the side of Discochudz.
I forgot they were on this team. Yeah, that's a good choice. Who else is on that team? I'm like completely blanking on the pure roster for them. I believe they were number 18. Chill Your Pair, probably. I mean, like it's gotta be. Maybe Water, maybe if he takes hidden. But no, it is gonna be Chillier, the DT roster for Discochudz hopping on bound. Meanwhile, lounette keeping to the core four. Garage, Soli, Thunder, and lounette plenty comfortable at the skill sets, but Discochudz looking to use their versatility to their advantage as they hop into the second pick of the match for lounette.
Indeed, we're going to get started right now with our DT4. Good luck, have fun to both teams. Again, Thunder and Soli bringing in those hiddens for this one. JQP and Hugga Wobbla on the hidden as well for the side of Discochudz. And we're going to get started right away with it.
Yep, initial square pattern. The pattern to look out for. lounette missing on it. Garage the Lock missing a little bit later on. The FC on this map, I believe, hovers around 400 or 500 combo. So this first 100 not going to matter too much. Hugga Wobbla there with that break is going to matter a little bit more. They bolstered a slight lead, but it's going to swap immediately back with Garage the Lock finding that next break. Also some accuracy advantage, unfortunately, might just be a little bit of fourth man syndrome on the side of lounette, causing the score differential at the current moment. But lower accuracies on Discochudz as well. It's the burst for Chill Your Pair, who made the old man stream 270. It's the final quarter of the map, and things are getting scary.
Things are getting scary indeed, but lounette is still holding on to 3 full combos. and only 2 on the side of Discochudz. Very good scores from both teams. Three-way FC, sorry, from lounette, and they have another point on the board. Accuracy department, not really. Okay, I'm sorry, it was only 2 FCs. My bad. Sully and Thunder on those hiddens, FCing the map, and that was just enough for Team lounette finding another point on the board.
Actually, if I didn't realize that JQ and Hinder both missed on the beginning squares. The beginning square patterns in the map are so tough. So seeing both of them break on that makes a bit more sense with regards to that score lead. Would have been a little tighter, but that recovery combo from Wonk Noir doing the trick as they go into DT5, the other short double time map in this pool. Except these two maps could not be more different from each other, going from that TV size 270 BPM affair to the shortest map in the pool clocking in at 41 seconds. It's going to be AR7 plus double time for that AR9 density and 2009 finger controlled jank. This is the kind of stuff that Discochudz lives for, and I would imagine this map going to come down to the accuracy battle.
Indeed, and we're going to see Will Stetson coming in for this one. Welcome, Will Stetson, to the match. And we're going to see Padoru coming in on the side of lounette. But yeah, maintaining the other 3 players from both teams still. Sully, Garage the Lock, and Thunder. Side of Discochudz, you still have JQP, Hinder, and Haga Wapla. We're expecting to see the same people bringing out the hiddens. You're still going to see Sully and Thunder bring out those. And probably still Haga Wabla on the side of Discochudz. And still maybe JQP as well, keeping.
I swear to God, Thunder is doing his best American cosplay. I've never seen him crack so many jokes in my life. This is actually kind of beautiful. I'm surprised to not see more roster changes for Discochudz. I generally know this map to be a little bit reading player favored, as the BPM isn't tremendously high. I believe it's like hovering around 190, maybe like mid 190s. That's why Will Stetson is in the lobby at least. But Hinder JP to stay around alongside Haga Wabla, who's going to be feeling hidden on most of these maps, hidden on Will Stetson as well, as we hop underway to the Kind Lady instrumental hiddens on Garage du Lac Thunder, bottom row of hiddens for lounette. As we hop into this map, you're looking for the doubles timings on this finger controlled doubles, triples, handful of quads in very awkward 2009-ish linear patterns. It's a early miss from Hinder that I completely missed that may be the deciding factor of this map. I mean, to find a miss on this map you'd be really hard pressed to do so. It's equalizing a little bit because of the accuracies on the players of Discochudz. It's getting really close as you see more 100s come through. It's a break from Sully, the saving grace for Discochudz, and we're keeping this map neck to neck as well as the match as a second break to come through. Hinder with a recovery combo, Haga Wobble with the 99.6 player to look out for, and second point on the board for Discochudz.
This came and went super fast. I'm just saying that. Yeah, 41 seconds is 41 seconds, honestly. And yeah, those full combos coming in from Pedora, Garage, the Lock, and Thunder, still not enough against those full combos from Will Stetson with the A rank FC, as well as Haga Wabla and JQP. Yeah, good showing from Discochudz on this one. And yeah, right now next pick is going to be from one of the teams. I forgot which one it was.
lounette up next, I believe, for
All
the
right.
pick.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, lounette with the next pick. And we're seeing French being spoken in chat.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour.
Expedition 33 baguette.
Okay, Hubba.
Garage
Anyways.
2 Lock, roll my age 9. Awesome. Good job, Garage. Really good stuff. It's DT1 from lounette, keeping up the high AR DT strategy. I like this strategy. It was pretty close on that DT5 or DT4. Yeah, really solid there. Lounette keeping up with the double times.
Yeah, we're going K-pop with this one. Shout out to K-pop. I think yeah, it's K-pop. Anyways, yeah, lookbook. Also a shorter on the shorter map on the shorter side, as well as many of the maps in this pool, as previously mentioned. But yeah, AR 10.2, so AR above 10. Let's see if that's also going to bring some trouble to these players who are not very well equipped to read high AR. But I don't know. I'm confident on the players and their abilities to read this kind of AR, and hopefully everything will turn out fine for everyone.
Yeah, I think this map, this map in comparison to DT4, this map is a lot aimier. And Hinder and JQP, I mostly know as like DT tapping specialists. I'm a little curious to see how they perform on this one with the control elements, with it being a more mid-range BPM on that 190. And Lounette really striking when the iron is hot, recognizing that Discochudz is a team that mostly lives in extremes. You have a lot of solid reading players on that team, a lot of solid shredders on that team, but unfortunately these sort of mid-range control picks going to be a little tricky for them, so we'll see how it goes as Lounette pull out the aim roster. It's Long Noir and Potaru to hop back into the lobby for DT1.
Yeah, inside of Discochudz, you still have probably the same roster, still JQP, Hinder, Hagawabla, and Chillier pair on their team, on their roster right now. And yeah, we're gonna get started in just a few moments. We're already seeing good luck, have funs in the chat. And yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Yep, all players in. No roster changes for Discochudz. Remaining with this core 4 DT roster as we head into Lookbook. This map clocking in at just about 2 minutes after conversions. Looking for any sort of cursor inconsistency, but as of now, looking pretty solid for everyone. Solid ACK advantage, and now combo advantage with that early cider break from Long Noir, heading the way of Discochudz.
As we're entering this first Ki right here, everyone's holding on to combos. Hinder does find a first break. Long hair as well found an earlier break as well, but still it's 3 FCs versus 3 FCs, but a slight ACK advantage, probably going for the side of Discochudz. And everyone's still holding on. No breaks coming in from anyone. Never mind, Garage Dulac does find a break. So now it's only 2 FCs on the side of Lounette.
Yep, to make it 1-2. Actually, it's Thunder the anchor once more to hold on tight. Hinder with a little bit of recovery combo will be matching Long Noir on similar accuracies, but that SS from Chillier Pair and the backing FC from Hagawabla gonna be starting to run away with this one as we are in our final Ki. They need a double break if you want Lounette to get this point here. It needs to be a double break as soon as possible, but with the slowdown, it might just be mapped over. First breakpoint of the match going to be going way of Discochudz on this DT1, pending any serious, like, super disaster, like 4-way break on a slow slider, but not to be in the final notes, final spinner, and Chillier Pair Hagawaba doing the job.
Discochudz with 3, no, 2 FCs. I'm sorry, yeah, and an SS from Chillier pair. Impressive stuff from him. Unfortunate slider break from JQP. And yeah, that was just enough for Discochudz to bring in this one a break point. And next pick is gonna be theirs. And it's gonna be No Mod 6. We're going Bad Apple again. We're going storyboard.
Yep, Nomad 6 gonna be the play. Makes sense because they picked Nomad 5 and have generally have a little bit of a reading edge, but I do believe Lounette very strong reading team, very well practiced in this tournament at the very least. So should be a fairly solid head-to-head battle on this one.
Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. Beware of those patterns in the My section as well as the Taiko section. Those can be very tricky and a lot of players can slip up. First appearance right now going to be from Amao Chupi. That sounds wrong. That name sounds wrong. I can't explain it, but it sounds wrong.
Amount Chupi.
Amao
Oh,
Chupi.
Amount Chupi. I was discussing this last time I commentated their match. I don't know, like, is there a direct translation for Amount Chupi? If anybody in the chat knows, any Frenchmen in the chat, that'd be great. Apparently they do have a badge. Ampy's Reverse Draft. Formerly known as Amausuki. So, I don't know, maybe we just called him Amao and hope for the best.
Yeah, Amao.
Amao works just fine. But yeah, it's Sully subbing in for this one, likely to take the hidden, although it doesn't matter too much with regards to this being the storyboard map.
Thunder mentioning Boogie, him being the the first hidden Hard Rock FC on Boogie, a very impressive play that he did all the way back in 2022, but still now known as Billy Boogie. So just an interesting fact for you, for those of you watching. But yeah, it's going to be Amao, Long Noir, Sully, and Thunder on the side of Team lounette. Discochudz going to bring in Tights, Will Stetson, Hagawabla, and Water. So good luck to both teams.
Yeah, going into this Nomad 6. Actually, that Thunder score you mentioned on Boogie, still number 1 on the map for your standing. What a guy. What a guy. Getting underway now, though, with Nomad 6. Roster changes inbound. Will Stetson, Tights, Water, all the standout reading players on the side of Discochudz as we hop into the map. Hiddens on Thunder and Amao. So those are the players to look out for with potential FCs. Generally, the strategy on this map is putting the hidden on your highest scoring players. Handful of 100s on their side, but during these earlier sections, everything prior to the Taiko section should be free low. So if you see any breaks prior to that Taiko section, be a little bit wary.
Yeah, you do not want to break before the Taiko section, being one of the more troublesome sections in this map. But so far, so good. Everyone's still holding on as we enter the Guitar Hero section. Everyone's still holding on. A slight advantage for Discochudz, mainly due to the accuracy. Water and Will Stetson still holding on to SS's. And only SS, no surprises there on the side of Team lounette, is going to be Thunder on the hidden as well.
Yeah, really solid stuff there. Still no breaks as we make it through our Citus section. It's a handful more SS's on the side of Discochudz with Water holding on tight. Water being a very strong performer, but the Taiko section is upon us, and Amao only break in the lobby in that one slot. So far, a handful of patterns left, but it's a double break from Will and Hagawabla towards the tail end. As we head into the Rhythm Doctor, hopefully we won't see any cheeky misses on this simpler section. But combo advantage firmly in the side of lounette now, looking to get their get back with a break point immediately in return.
We enter now the CTB section, and Hagawabla and Will Stetson are trying to recover some combo, but that lead is slowly going to the side of Team lounette. They're still holding on to 3 FCs, and the lead is now theirs. An unfortunate break on the Taiko section from Amao Chupi, but yeah, so far 2 FCs still going for Discochudz. lounette really needs to hold on to these 3 FCs if they still want to have another point on the board.
Yeah, looking really solid so far with these 3 FCs inbound in this Muse Dash section. Should be pretty consistent, not tremendously difficult to read. Hagawabla, this cursor dance is stressing me out, man. You gotta cut that out. Long Noir Thunder, Sully though, very strong. There it is, there's the miss. Oh my god, bro. But it's the My section. All comes down to this. Thunder and Sully with that double break gives FC advantage back over to Discochudz. Tights in water. If they hit this section, they make it out scot-free with Longnomar missing. It's onto the Osu section. This section has taken many a life, but it's FC advantage back to Discochudz. There's enough time if both of them hold. Water breaks, Tights breaks right before the scoreline flicker. It's 200 combo advantage. There are no combos on anyone in the lobby but Thunder, and I believe that's enough of an anchor for lounette to confirm the break point, but it got really down to the wire at the tail end.
Yeah, it really looked like it was going to switch over to the side of Team Discochudz, but no, it's still standing strong for Team lounette as we enter this last section over here. And lounette just did it, and almost a million score difference. I can't do math off the top of my head, but anyways, that is
500k.
500, 600k.
Yeah, around there.
6 or 700k.
Don't.
Sorry.
Cease. Well, breakpoint for breakpoint. It's back over to lounette's pick. The high AR DT didn't work out super well for that DT1. Going into what may be, or what is the last pick for both of these teams respectively. Thank you, Mevosick. Hey, not both of us. Just to be fair, not both of us. My hands are clean. My hands are clean. I washed them.
I apologize. Anyway, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, 3-3 now, and next pick is gonna be for lounette. Another breakpoint for them. And okay. Chat is okay. No mod 2.
No mod 2.
Kind of a yeah. Anyways, yeah. No mod 2. The 175 BPM AR9 density map with some accelerating and decelerating streams as well. And yeah, I'm expecting to see still Sully and Thunder standing in for Team lounette. Sully on the hidden, most likely, as well as Thunder. On the side of Discochudz, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, for this one, probably Hagawabwa, Miles, maybe Hexagon. Hexagon is pretty solid at this stream stuff, especially at this lower BPM, but it looks like they're running the tapping roster, believe it or not. I wouldn't really consider this as like super tapping difficulty map, so I'm a little curious. It seems like Miles gonna be taking the hidden. Tights, this isn't a tapping map, surely. Surely. This just like is density flow aim focus. Surely you can tap the 175 hexagon. I believe in you. Oh, we're gonna be swapping out JQ for Chillier Pair. Hinder stand in the lobby. But win that final player from lounette is gonna be Potaru to close it out. As we get underway with lounette's final pick of the tournament.
Yeah, it is indeed their final pick. And again, we have to mention this match is just purely for bragging rights. Both of these teams are technically out of the tournament. They're both of them being 0-2 in the group chat. And oh my god, okay. The in-game chat is going crazy. But we're gonna get started with our no mod 2. As I mentioned, Sully Thunder on those hiddens. And it's gonna be Hagawabla and Miles on those hiddens for Team Discochudz. Okay, Amau is okay. Maybe a abort. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was a bit tragic. I think the tablet disconnected, and also I was muted. Lol. I was yapping the whole time.
Awesome, Hubba. Anyways, yeah. probably some technical difficulties on the side of Amau, which led to this abort. But yeah, as I mentioned, yeah, solely Thunder on the hidden, and it's going to be Hagawabla and Miles on those hiddens for Team Discochudz.
Yep, should be solid for those hidden players. Surely no tablet disconnect this time for a Mao.
Surely not.
Surely.
Everything is going to be just fine for Amau. In theory. All right, I think we're already seeing some good lucks, and we're finally going to get started with our no mod 2. And yeah, let's just get this started. Last pick for Team lounette. And we're going to get underway with our no mod 2. And I'm out. Yeah, having their tablet right now working perfectly fine. And everyone seems to be in order.
Yep, looking solid so far. This map, this intro section, somewhat mind blockable with the aim. Don't want to find any cheeky under aims on these awkward patterns. But now that we are in the weeds of it, first flow aim pattern, Axel decel flow aim is going to be the name of the game. Looking at those hidden players to have a little bit of a tougher time on the density of this map, sitting at AR9. It's a little bit of an act drop on the side of Discochudz. The Soul 100s being dropped by Potteru and Hinder respectively on both of those no mod scores. Otherwise, combos looking pretty tight, but the Axel stream there taking out Miles for the first fall.
Excuse me. Miles being the first one to drop on the lobby, and now the advantage will be on the side of Team lounette. Miles with another break. Excuse me. Yeah, looking kind of tough for Miles right now, but there's still 4-way FC going on the side of Team lounette, and that is definitely helping them, keeping them in the lead. Another break coming in from Miles. Still 3 FCs going strong on the side of Team Discochudz.
Miles, stop cursor dancing. It's bragging rights, bro. Please. But yeah, the triple FC from lounette, a very strong pick for them. Amau finally to drop, but it is matched by Hinder on the very same circle. And then double timed from Hinder with another extra break. Miles with a handful more. Thunder with the ending slider break. But already a 5 million lead. Not going to matter too much. And that's the 1-player difference. Of course, 7 millions across the FC, the 2 million for Miles causing that 5 mil deficit. And lounette to have match points in tow now. We may be seeing a tiebreaker if Discochudz picks properly now.
Indeed, yeah. Let's just wait to see what Discochudz will have to pick for their final pick. Still with a very good accuracy, 99.9% SC. Thunder, unfortunately, with that last slider break, but yeah, still enough for them to excuse me, still enough for them to bring another point to the table. Now it's going to be Discochudz, and yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what they're going to pick. And yeah.
Yep. Really solid stuff there for them. I mean, final pick inbound. Looking at what is left in this pool, actually, let me pull up the bands real quick because I am forgetful as all. No mod 4 ban for lounette is smart because I would have seen that being their next pick. I think something like maybe the DT3 would not be a bad shout, or Fremont 2. I'm privy of both of those maps if they were to go for either them DT3 or Fremont 2, both of those awkward-ish, somewhat swing maps in this pool remaining. Potteru dropping the Agario link.
Oh, hop on Agario. Yeah, Fremont 3. Interesting stuff coming in from Discochudz, picking in the free mod 3. It's gonna, yeah, Yotogi Banashi, the 240 BPM burst map thing. And yeah, it's interesting to see them pick this one, especially against a team like lounette, who has some players who are very proficient on this kind of map. But hopefully they did their homework and they can pull out a good score for this one, and hopefully force tiebreaker as well for them.
Would be final tiebreaker of the group stage if it comes to fruition. Tapping players in the lobby, JQ, Hagawabla staying in. Chillier pair likely to take that comfort hard rock alongside those tapping players in JQ and Hinder. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a full 4-way overmod with the triple hard rock and hidden on Hagawabla. Would be pretty solid stuff and would confirm some mod advantage as well. Thunder staying in the lobby alongside Sully, Amao, and Garage. Seems to be the tapping roster for lounette, and some of those players not really known as super tapping specialists, so I definitely see the vision with this pick. As all players in the lobby just waiting for those good luck have funs and those mod decisions to come through. And Discochudz looking to tie it up, looking to bring this map to tiebreaker. Final match of the tournament tiebreaker would be quite the cinema here, Burn.
It would actually be quite the cinema. A match that is purely bragging rights to go to tiebreaker would be very epic, very fun to see. But for that to happen, Discochudz need to win this free mod 3, and we're already seeing some good luck have funs in the chat. We're going to stay with Amao, Garage Dulac, Sully, Thunder on the side of lounette, side of Discochudz. We have Chillier pair, JQP, Hagawabla, and Hinder. And we're going to get started. Excuse me. We're going to get started with free mod 3.
Yep, and we go with the 240 BBM comfort over mods on both sides. Double hidden hard rock as well as double hard rock on Hinder and JQ. First break to fall on the side of Amao. It's Sully, Thunder, Garage Dulac with those hiddens and hidden hard rocks respectively. Mod advantage to Discochudz by just one mod. The hiddens may cause some extra consistency in comparison to the volatility of the hard rocks, so hoping to remain true here, but it's all 4 FCs for Discochudz held on in our first third.
First third of the map already gone. There's still 3 FCs on the side of Team lounette, but still 4-way FC on the side of Team Discochudz. And yeah, the lounette really need to pray for someone on their team to break, and that's gonna be Hinder. And now it's 3 against 3 FCs, and that lead is slowly falling, but Amao does find a break.
That is the worst possible place. The final note right before that final break of the map. So the whole team sees, unfortunately, what has occurred. It is Hinder holding on to that recovery combo now. The 3-way FC, the double hidden hard rock FC on Hagawabla, and Chillier pair with that double 99. Fully hidden SS. You hate to see a loss on an SS map, but we are in the game with the tiebreaker all but confirmed now. 1 million score difference is going to be double confirmed with that break from Garage Dulac, and Hagawabla, JQ, Chillier pair. Job well done, and tiebreaker in the final match of group stage. Get the ping going, get the players in. It is time for an epic.
Absolute cinema happening in this match. We'll go to tiebreaker. We're gonna see it again for the last time in group stage. Perfect free, 5 minute, almost 30 seconds. And yeah, Hubba, what are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you expect from the map, from the tiebreaker?
Yeah, of course, perfect free. This is gonna be your general 2018-2017 consistency light tech tiebreaker. Lots of aim focus in this map. We saw initially the first pick from these teams was that free mod 4 from lounette. So the aim seemingly in their favor. Lots of aim specialists on that lounette side, but Discochudz never back down, never give up, looking to get their only map win match win in the group stage. It's looking like a pretty consistent roster to do so. Chillier pair, Hagawabla, those anchors for Discochudz, alongside JQ and Miles for this one. Meanwhile, on the other side, you see Thunder, you see Wong Noir, those two players playing the most maps for lounette out of anyone. And we are going into Perfect 3. lounette a little bit more familiar with this tiebreaker. They've been here before, but Discochudz first time out, but probably plenty familiar with the map.
It's gonna be a fun one to watch, and yeah, I think we have all players ready to go. We're gonna see this core roster that has been for the past few maps on the side of lounette and Mao, Garage the Lock, and Lonknor actually coming in for the tiebreaker, and Thunder, Lonknor coming in from swapping for Sully. Or the other way around. Sorry. Anyways, Miles, JQP, Chili Repair, Hagawabla on the side of Discochudz. And we're seeing French being spoken in chat as we prepare ourselves for yet again another tiebreaker.
Yep, rosters inbound as we head into the final map of our group stage. Really, all players in with Jake Hughes. Someone just threw a brick at my window. I thought it was a bomb. What? What does this mean?
I think that someone threw a brick at his window.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick.
So true.
You're so real for that. Anyways. Oh, okay. Let's just get the tiebreaker underway. And also to mention, right after this match, it's going to be the map pool showcase for the next round. So stay tuned for that as well. And 39 bricks from Thunder.
A rain of bricks. Yeah, I don't know. This is a curious one. I think aim advantage falls to the side of lounette. This is a little bit of heart versus skill set advantage for lounette versus Discochudz here. Miles hopping back in the lobby, hopefully recouped after okay, never mind. The mental is not recouped. we now know the mental is not recouped. A slight
my
overmod.
God, Miles.
Hard rock and chili repair. This map features plenty of aim, a couple 1/3 snaps, as well as these light tech sliders. Pure consistency as we head in.
Indeed, yeah. We're getting underway with the with the tiebreaker. Nothing too concerning so far. We still have a long way to go, but yeah, you do see Chill Your Pair on that hard rock on the side of Team Discochudz, Smiles and Hagawabla on the hidden. Only 2 hiddens, however, on the side of Team lounette, Garage the Lock and Thunder keeping those hiddens going. But yeah, we're gonna enter our first KI in just a few moments. Let's see how all players will handle it.
Yeah, this first KI gonna be seen first fall. Generally, you see some pretty high combos on this map. The first breaks generally come through around that 800 mark. That's when the aim gets a little bit trickier, but it's Thunder with first fall on that hidden mod, traded by Chili Repair on the hard rock. The mod advantage for both of those players. A little bit down and out, but that is overall pretty helpful for lounette on that more volatile mod package. Hagawabla, JQ, Miles still holding on to their FCs. A secondary break from Thunder, though, back to combo advantage via Discochudz. So looking pretty solid for a Mao, Garage, Noir. The 6 FCs still on the board. And a little bit of symmetry as we head into the slowdown section, trying to catch any nerves from any of these players. Hopefully not to be the case as we head into our next beat up.
Indeed, yeah. We're already entering this next section right here. Still 6 FCs, 3 on each side, but you gotta watch out for those recovery combos as well from Thunder and Chili Repair, because one break from them, and it's gonna be Chili Repair breaking, and that kind of gives an advantage to the side of Team lounette.
Just a little bit. There's about 600k of leeway between those two players at the current moment, between Thunder and Chillier. A little bit of a banjo pause here. Hopefully no disconnects. No, we are good. As we head into close to our second key eye, the halfway point of the map. Any breaks around this section are going to be so detrimental to that ending score, is where those nerves are going to start getting hit with the 1k combo section underway. All aimers holding on tight. It's still this 300 combo advantage for lounette, getting close, starting to see that flicker come through, and the miss from Miles is going to firmly plant it on the French side now. And Amauchu traded out, so life is still being lived for Discochudz. Unfortunately, a final break for Chillier pair as well. Still going to keep combo advantage on their side, but they are not fully out of it quite yet.
Yep, there's still combos on the side of JQP and Haga Wobbler for Discochudz, but those combos as well from Garage Lock and Lonk Noir are going to be very helpful, as well as that recovery combo from Thunder. But that unfortunate break from Amau Chupi, that was a bit unfortunate, but it's still, they're still in the lead, the French are still in the lead, and we're just gonna have to wait and see for these final moments of the map to see if Thunder can hold on, if Garage, Lock, and Lonk Noir can hold on to their respective full combos. It's gonna be close. If Thunder does find a break, or if one of the other two FCs finds a break, that could easily flip it around to the side of Discochudz.
Yeah, it's just all eyes on these FCs. JQ, Haga Wobbler doing their best here as the map continues to wind through, but it's JQ and Lonk Noir to find the trade. It's recovery combo Thunder going to be pulling an assist here. You actually need a double break at this point. You need a break from both Amau and Garage Dulac. Miles not helping the case with that break, unfortunately getting rid of some of that extra recovery combo. And Chillier pair as well with Haga Wobbler trying to save the sinking ship with the only FC on Discochudz. Garage Dulac and Thunder making a show of it though. With that earlier break from Thunder, still incredible accuracy, top in the lobby, right next to Haga Wobbler. And with the score lead being about 20 million now and just a few more seconds to go, this is unfortunately all over. Discochudz going to be exiting the group 0-3, and lounette win the bragging rights match to close out the Hippo Cup 9 group stage.
Very good performance from both teams, but unfortunately for Discochudz, it was just not enough from them. And let's see if Garage Lock and Haga Wobbler can close out these FCs. And I think they're gonna do it. Miles does just stop playing, and yeah, it's gonna be two FCs on tiebreaker from Garage Lock and Haga Wobbler. Good job from both of them, but unfortunately that recovery combo from Thunder really helped them out. An S rank actually from Amau as well. But still very good showing from all these players, and yeah.
Yeah, really solid stuff from lounette as they close out this match. Final XD from Miles and Discochudz and lounette. Both of these teams, unfortunately, exiting our tournament. But the group stage has concluded, and now we will be transitioning over to our round of 16 showcase. Thank you, Bernie, for casting with me. Thank you, Suicune, for our last minute stream. As we're going to be finding that transition in just a few moments over to our round of 16 showcase.
Guys, rest in
Guys.
peace, Discochudz. Rest in peace.
Guys, they will be
Rest in
missed.
peace.
It's okay, guys. You'll make it out of groups next year. Don't even worry about it. Okay, we're gonna restart the stream real quick, and then we will be doing the map pool showcase. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.